Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you. Today we are going to take very important topic, Vaishnav Aparadh or blasphemy of Vaishnava, how we can avoid it, what we should do, what are its effects which affect our life. So we will understand all these things today. Let us start the session with the Mangala Charan. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome back once again all of you in this Vaishnava etiquette course. So today we are going to learn chapter 6, Vaishnav Aparadh. As the word shows, aparadh, aparadh means offences. Hindi aparadh, it comes from sandhi of two words, up and radha. Up means to go away, radha means from Radharani. If a person go away from the Radharani, that activity is called aparadha. Means any activity from which a person goes away from devotional services of Radharani or devotional services of Krishna is known as aparadha. Or in ordinary way we can understand aparadha means some illegal activity or an offense for which a person can be punished by law. So that is the general definition of an aparadha. But here we are understanding aparadha means any activity which takes away from the devotional services. So offenses are of different kind, they are of different degrees. Some are mild, some are grave, or some are very much, we can say, the superlative in high degree. So we can divide them in three category. Offenses which can be committed within mind are known as mental offenses. These are very minor offenses, but of course they are positive offenses and their effect is very less. That is mentioned in scripture that in Kali Yuga, if one person does offenses in his mind, its result is very less. Very less means almost negligible. So it is a boon in Kali Yuga, but that is also considered as offense. One should always avoid this. Second kind of offense is the offense which one person does from his vani, from his words, from his giri. Giri is also known as vani. So, or you can say aparadh committed verbally is known as the verbal offense, and it is more grave than the offense done within mind. And third kind of offense, which is most aggravated, that is committed by body, or we can say it is a bodily action. So to understand this, we can understand from a story which comes in Krishna book chapter 89, 10th canto chapter 89. There is a story of Bhrigu Muni. Once long ago, there were so many sages sitting at the shore of a river Saraswati, and they were discussing among themselves that who is the chief lord among all three lords. Every one of you know that there are three chief lords, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Brahma is known as the creator, Vishnu is known as a maintainer and Shiva is known as annihilator. So there are three chief lords. So among all three of them, who is the best, who is the great, who is the greatest? So there was a discussion among sages, and they were sitting at the shore of river Saraswati. So they have appointed Bhrigu Muni to find out who is the chief lord. And the process was to check the tolerance, because tolerance is the greatest quality of greatness. If one wants to check the greatness of any person, so he can check his tolerance. So tolerance is the quality of greatness. So they have appointed Bhrigu Muni to check the tolerance among all three of them. So Bhrigu Muni, first of all, he goes to his father Brahma, and when he reached in front of Brahma, he did not pay any obeisances, he did not bow down, he did not glorify his father. What happens generally? Whenever a son goes in front of the father, he say Namaste father, or Hare Krishna, or whatever language you use, you say, you greet your father. But to check the greatness, Brahma did not glorify his father, did not pay any obeisances, did not bow down him. Brahma became angry. What happened to my son today? But immediately he subdued his mind by applying his intelligence. Like fire is extinguished with water, immediately he subdued his anger with his intelligence by thinking that he is my son only. If he is my son, if this time he forget to pay me obeisances, no problem, forgive him. Immediately he forgave. Then Bhrigu went to Mount Kailash, where Lord Shiva resides. So immediately when Lord Shiva has seen that Bhrigu has approached in his abode, so he stood up and happily came forward to embrace his younger brother. But what happened? Bhrigu immediately rejected his brother's embrace, and he told, "Oh, you are a deviant person, you are not normal, your body is covered with ash, you are not pure, your body is not purified, so please don't come and hug me, I don't want your hug. So you do not follow any rules and regulation, you remain always impure." After hearing this, Lord Shiva became angry, and he immediately picked up his trident to kill him. He ran to kill Bhrigu. But as Goddess Parvati has seen, she immediately reached over there and she pacified Lord Shiva that he is your younger brother and do not kill him. She pacified Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva became quiet and he allowed to go Bhrigu from there. Then Bhrigu Muni went to Vaikuntha Lok, where Lord Vishnu was lying with his head on the lap of Mother Lakshmi. Mother Lakshmi is the consort or wife of Lord Vishnu. So he was lying in the lap of Lakshmi ji. After seeing that, Bhrigu thought, okay, I have taken test of Brahma ji, my father, I have taken test of my brother. Now I will do something higher offense by which I can understand, because he is sleeping, so he could not see me. So what he did? Bhrigu Muni reached to the Vishnu and he kicked at the chest of Lord Vishnu. Immediately Lord and Lakshmi ji rose up. He woke up and they bowed down their heads to the sage and pay obeisances and told, "Oh, welcome Brahman. We did not see you. We did not notice that you are arriving. Please sit and take rest for a while." So after hearing their calm words of Vishnu and Lakshmi ji, Bhrigu Muni was feeling to cry. What I have done? I kicked him on his chest and he is welcoming me, he is saying so good words. So then Bhrigu Muni went to that place where this discussion was going on at the bank of river Saraswati, and he went there and he told all sages what happened with him. So after seeing and listening his all experience, they have decided that Vishnu is the greatest among all three because he has the tolerance. Brahmaji has done little aparadh, minor aparadh in his mind only, but he immediately subdued it. Lord Shiva could not control. He immediately came with his trident. त्रिशूल से मारने के लिए आ गए. But Lord Vishnu has kicked on his chest. So after that also he was not bewildered. He welcomed Brahman, Bhrigu Brahman. So they have declared that Vishnu is the greatest among all. And from this we understand that aparadh are of three categories: from mind, from words and from bodily action. So we should avoid different kind of aparadhas. We should not do any kind of offenses towards anyone. So for that we have a practice in all this temple to read 10 offenses every day after Mangal Aarti. So what are these? I am just reading all of them or explain only one which is related to our chapter. So first one is to blaspheme the devotee who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of the demigod like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma to be equal or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra to be imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. Seventh, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. Eighth, to consider the chanting Hare Krishna mantra one of the auspicious ritualistic activities referred in the Vedas as fruitive activities. Ninth, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. And tenth, to not have faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. So among all these, first one is most important. What is that? To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. In short, we can say we should avoid Vaishnav Ninda. That is the most grave aparadh or most grave offense. If one does this, he destroys his bhakti completely, and it is known as the, in Sanskrit one term comes, hati matta aparadh. It is like that when a elephant enter into the beautiful garden full of flowers, if mad elephant enter into that garden, he immediately destroy all the plants, destroy all the garden. So Vaishnav aparadh or blaspheming a devotee is like that. If someone does Vaishnav aparadh, he destroy his bhakti completely, like elephant does this. So we should avoid it. So to understand this Vaishnav aparadh, our all topics are related to it. We will learn one by one. So 4 kinds of blasphemy to a Vaishnava. We should avoid all Vaishnav aparadh. So they are 4 kinds. What are these? To blaspheme a Vaishnava for his apparent low birth. If someone has taken birth in low caste or poor family, one should not blaspheme that kind of person. Second, to blaspheme a Vaishnava for previous sinful acts prior to one's surrender to Lord Krishna. Before joining Krishna consciousness, if someone has done some mistake or some blunder before joining Krishna consciousness, so one should not talk about his previous life. It comes in Harinam Chintamani, chapter 4, verse 58 to 59. वैष्णवेर जातियार पूर्व दोष धरे, कदाचिक दोष देखी ये निंदा करे, नष्ट प्राय दोष लय करे अपमान, यम दंडे कष्ट पाए से सब अज्ञान. If a person sees other person's low birth or low caste and offense against him is not good thing. Second kind, Purva dosh dhare. Purva dosh means before joining Krishna consciousness, he is finding fault of his previous sinful activity. Third kind of blaspheming is kadachik dosh dhare. If someone has done little because of unpremeditated accidental fall down or for his momentary lapses or casual accident, if someone has suffered from all these kind of things, momentary lapses, so one should not blaspheme that person. And fourth one, nast praye dosh lay kare apaman. If the person has done sinful activities previously and now he is trying to overcome from it, only little traces are remaining. So one should not see the little traces, the last traces of that previous sin or fault and blaspheme him. If he is trying to rectify and little bit is remaining, one should not blaspheme. So these kind of 4 blasphemy of Vaishnavas are there, and result of that is yam dande kast paye se sab ajnana. Those who do blaspheme against the devotees or Vaishnavas, they get dand or punishment by Yamraj because they are ignorant people. But Yamraj give them dand, give them severe punishment. He does not avoid कि he is ignorant person, so leave him, जाने दो उसको, नहीं. He give punishment, severe punishment. So one who has taken complete shelter of the pure devotional service is known as a pure Vaishnava. Pure Vaishnava who has taken complete shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna does not tolerate any criticism against his devotee. A fault finder surely invites the wrath of Lord Krishna. If someone offend the devotee, so Lord Krishna never ever tolerate it. He always shows his wrath. Wrath is extreme anger. Vaishnavere mukhe naam महात्म्य प्रचार से वैष्णव निंदा कृष्ण नहीं सहे यार. Krishna does not tolerate the Vaishnav ninda. He can tolerate the insult of any person, but not ninda. Ninda is blasphemy. Blasphemy is the severe one. So Krishna also does not deal with that person nicely. So what should be a devotee's response if he hear blasphemy of any Vaishnava? So the way how to deal, one should be very gentle, meek, humble in his personal dealings. If insulted, a Vaishnava should be tolerant and not angry. But if there is blasphemy against one's Guru or other Vaishnava or to Lord Krishna, one should be angry as fire. One should not tolerate the blasphemy of his spiritual master or a senior Vaishnava or a pure Vaishnava or of Lord. One should not tolerate. Immediately he should take some action. Or if someone is doing some insult, that one can tolerate, but not the blasphemy. One should stop the person immediately who is blaspheming a senior Vaishnava or the spiritual master, one should stop him immediately with the arguments, with some higher reasons. If one cannot do this, so immediately he should give up his life on the spot. If that also he cannot do, he can go away. He must go away from that place. So there are three ways to deal whenever a person hear blasphemy of any Vaishnava or about the spiritual master. There are three ways. Either one should have deep knowledge of scriptures, so with his arguments stop him. If he cannot do, just go away from that place immediately. Or one should give up his life. So whatever thing is possible, one should do.
Things whatever I told. Now it is applicable only to the Vaishnav within the Vaishnav community only, right?
Yes.
The people out who are ignorant about what is Krishna conscious, who are still confused between Mayavadis and Bhakti. They took time in and time out keep on saying something. So they are not part of our community if you go to see right now. So whatever you have said about the blasphemy, so many people must be doing blasphemy. What is our role to stop blasphemy, at least within the Vaishnava community, amongst each other, or to the whole world in general? In what context and what is the scope? That's my question.
Yes, very good questions you have asked, Mataji. First of all, to take some action, you should become well versed with the scriptures. Read lot of scriptures, hear lot of Vaishnavas lectures from Srila Prabhupada, from a spiritual master, from your Siksha Guru, so that you can understand what is our philosophy. Then you can reply them. You can refute the Mayavadis, you can refute all Nastikvadis, but with philosophy. And philosophy, till then you do not know in deep and you have no knowledge to how to apply, how to say to them. Till that time you should go away. Immediately you should go away. Do not argue with them. No, you are wrong, we are correct. From your point of view, it may be correct. From our point of view, this. No need to put in arguments. Stop him or her immediately and immediately go away from that place.
So there is no question of debating it, right?
No, not at all. We should not debate. Like one aparadh came here, na? We should not give the message to those persons to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 9th. So if a person is faithless, he has no faith about the Krishna, about the spiritual master, about Guru, he does not know. So we should not instruct them about the glories of the holy name. That is also aparadh. So immediately go away from that place and let them go to hell.
Times I realize that we have to only, supposing I am in a gathering and of my own social group, then everybody is making fun. So immediately I may not be able to walk off. So I can just be silent. Is that allowed, right? Family
Yes.
Right.
In family it happens. Yes, it happens in everyone's family.
Somebody is following something.
Yes,
So they will
yes.
say, iskon to aisa hi hai. So immediately you cannot get up and make it. That looks like a revolt. So just keep quiet. At least we can do that. Silence, right?
Yes. You should keep quiet and chant your rounds. Do not involve in their arguments. Keep quiet. Let them discuss whatever they are. You can close your ear, but that also doesn't look nice. Better you keep quiet, keep chanting loudly or quietly, whatever is possible according to the circumstances, and go away. That is the best way to deal with those kind of people. कतेक सुनेबे प्रभु तोमार निंदन ना परी सहिते अबे छाड़ीब जीवन. Our devotee is telling, I cannot hear, oh Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I cannot hear your ninda, your blasphemy. So I will leave my life, and means I will suicide. And then he go away. So suicide is also not the correct thing, but it is mentioned here. It's okay. It's not for us. Now, next is
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
forgiveness.
Sorry
Yes, Prabhuji. Ask.
Mataji, actually, has it happened that anyway where, is something which senior devotee or senior person has done something and somebody is discussing? Basically, in such scenarios, unless and until somebody speak about him or her, whoever is doing something wrong, how that activity would come to know to other devotees and how that corrective action can be taken. Can we consider as a aparadha if you find something which is happening which should not happen in devotee community, and when you have to share with someone with your senior, immediate, or your guru or whoever it is, will it become an aparadha?
Very good question, Prabhuji, you have asked. So, like if it is happening in our community, you should not keep quiet. You should approach first to your counselor or to your Siksha Guru or to your spiritual master, to whomever is available. So, you should approach him, tell him this is going on. If it is related to some senior Vaishnava, then you can go to the higher authority. Go to temple president or go to higher than him. Like sometimes senior devotees comes, and if you have contact with them, you have good relation with them, you can discuss. It is happening like this. That is not an aparadha. Aparadha is considered, offense is considered whenever we keep on telling each and every person, oh, come here, see, do you know what happened? This happened like that. This person has done like that. That is aparadha. You should not keep on singing his glories everywhere with every person. The right way is go to the right person, approach senior person who can give you answer, who can understand, and that understanding comes through scriptures. Senior persons read lot of scripture, they hear lot of lectures from spiritual masters, from Prabhupada, from Srimad Bhagavatam. So, their intelligence awake. They can give you correct answer. So, approach senior person. Not try to be quiet or not try to be avoid it. You can go, but to the right person, not to all. Yes.
This question came because I a short while ago I attended one seminar here in Borivali. Even our ISKCON senior people have appointed kept one seminar on safety on women, and they wanted to ensure that they must have found out that there is something happening with women in the community itself. And things are not happening, so they wanted to have that awareness. I forgot a particular name under which that some legal team from our ISKCON had conducted one course, and they were going to cover all over Bombay, giving the knowledge and sharing that if something happening in the devout community, if you feel some senior is doing something wrong for a woman, how we should understand, how we should approach, and how we try to solve this or try to come out of it and all. So that's why I thought this question came when you were discussing it. We should not listen or we should be okay. But sometimes when things are said, we have to listen properly and we have to see whether it is true or no, and then try to put to the right person, as you said, to your temple president or your immediate counselor and all that. So in such case, it's very tricky situation whether we here is an aparad or which we should not hear or we should go away, or how we know about it.
No, it is not aparad. As I told, it will be aparad whenever you will keep on telling to each and every person. That time it will consider as an aparad. Okay, that time it will be an offense. If you are going to correct the person or to understand yourself, ki how would I understand this thing because it affects me. It is affecting me. If you are going to consider to ask about that, then it will not be considered as aparad. That is a big problem. Some people, they keep on telling, oh, you will do some aparad, don't do aparad, don't say. That is not the correct understanding. Correct understanding is, if you have some problem, something is going on in your heart because you have heard something and you are disturbed, because maybe same kind of situation you may have, or your known person may have that kind of situation. So you should clarify the situation, but with the right person. Okay, so if you go to the right person, that is not considered offense at all, and you should go. You should not keep it in your heart, because it will always will remain in the mind, and we will view. Definitely.
Our faith will be, and we'll lose the faith.
Yes,
if
yes,
we keep
yes.
on, gathering that inside
Yes.
our mind.
Yes. So one should approach a senior Vaishnava.
Thank you, Mataji.
You're welcome. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, related to this, I had one question.
Okay.
Like, we being neophyte devotees, it gets difficult to recognize to whom do we in real share. Like, we don't know much of the gurus, like Shiksha gurus, we don't know. To whom do we approach, like in this situation? Like now, as of now, for my condition, I'm saying that I don't know whom do I approach if I had with these experiences in my life. Even to understand or to maintain that thin line within not crossing it. So how to make myself understand that okay, I need to share as well, but I need someone faithful person within the community to whom I can share it.
First of all, very good question you have asked, Vidhi, very practical question. First of all, girls should approach only Matajis for their personal problems. They should not approach any Prabhus or any Brahmachari, even though they are very senior. They won't understand properly. So girls should approach senior Matajis. So how would you know which one is good for you? Right? That is your question. So whenever you talk to them in general way, you start to talk to them in general way, and whenever in general discussion you understand that she has good knowledge, she has a quite good experience, she can explain you to her, you can open up your mind, you can ask your question. So it totally depends on you, to whom you have the connection, and connection will come by observing, and observation will come through general talking. So first you go and approach, how should I do services, how should I manage the things, simple question. If you feel the answers are quite good and in my favor, I can understand them, I can follow them properly, and they are in Krishna consciousness, means they are not telling you to go in the material world and take action like that. Getting my point? So like that, if they are keeping you in Krishna consciousness, they are giving answer from the scriptures, they are quoting some story from the scriptures, or telling some example, some conversation, to that you can feel as your Shiksha Guru, or you can open up your mind. Okay?
Mataji,
Totally
I would
up
like
to you.
to add to this.
Yeah, Neham.
So basically, another option I think which worked for me was like in the center nearby you, in ISKCON center or a temple which is there. We get associated to that through, there are groups and communities, we can get associated, and any senior lead who is leading that temple or the center, they can assign a mentor for you. So who is nearby in your locality, so
Yes.
that even face to face you can ask. So I have got one mentor assigned for myself here. So any small questions or doubts I have, I usually reach out to her.
Good.
That is another option.
Yes. So you should, based on the system, how the system works, they automatically give you according to the system or your facility, your probabilities. Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
You're welcome. Now come to the next point, forgiveness. Forgiveness is most important in our life. Like it comes in Shastras, Chama Rochiyate Sadhu. A sadhu, a saintly person, should have the quality of Chama, because it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also, Buddhir Jnanam Asammoha Chama Satyam Damah Shamaha Sukham Dukkham Bhavo Abhavo Bhayam Cha Abhayam Evacha. All these qualities Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna. He is telling that these qualities of living beings are created by me. By me means Lord Krishna is creating all the quality, and among them Shama. Shama means forgiveness is most important, because whenever one person follow forgiveness, he brings a kind of peace in himself, which allows that person to focus in his work on himself, and it helps him to grow in his life very well. So forgiveness is very, very important. So what is mentioned here in Vaishnav Aparadh, what to do if one commits Vaishnav Aparadh, how we can forgive him. So if anyone offends a sadhu or sadhvi, a Vaishnav or a Vaishnavi, in a moment of delusion or madness, one must fall at his feet or her feet and repent bitterly. One must beg forgiveness. It comes in Hari Bhakti Vilas. Pramade yadyapi ghate sadhu vigarhana tabe anutape dhir se sadhu charana kandiya balib prabhu chami aparadha e dust nindakir Vaishnava prasad. If by mistake someone has done some mistake or some fault, गलती से गलती हो गई है जिसे कहते हैं, so one should approach to that person and ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me, please excuse me, please pardon me, like that. And one should declare that I am a wretched person, I need your grace, I need your mercy, please forgive me. So whenever he approached a sadhu like this or a Vaishnava like this, Vaishnavas, pure Vaishnavas are very kind hearted, they are merciful, their heart are soft and like makhan, butter, their heart is very soft, so they immediately forgive and forget his sin. So one should go and approach the person to whom one has did offense. Sadhu bada dayamaya tabe adr mane chami bena aparadha kripa lingane. That pure Vaishnava immediately forgive the offense of that person and immediately hug him, give him embrace. Give him embrace means he forgets his all sin. So we should approach that person. Here we can take the story of Ambarish Maharaj. Like Ambarish Maharaj was keeping fast on Ekadashi, and Durvasa Muni came over there, and Durvasa Muni, before Paran of the Ekadashi, Ambarish Maharaj told Durvasa Muni, I will offer you some prasad, then only I will open my Ekadashi, I will do Paran. So Durvasa Muni told, okay, I will go and take bath and then come, then I will accept your prasad. So Durvasa Muni has taken long time, and the Paran time was running. Only few minutes, few seconds were remaining. That time Ambarish Maharaj asked from sadhus, those who were present over there, what should I do? Should I do Paran or should not do? Because if I do Paran that time and before offering prasad to a Brahmana, it will consider an offense. So all sages recommend him, you should take a sip of water. If you will sip a drop of water, by this way it will be considered as a Paran, and it will not be considered as a you have taken some prasad before offering prasad to a invited guest or Brahmana. So he has taken one drop. But as Durvasa Muni knew about it, he has taken one drop of water sip. He told, how you have taken? You have done offense. Before feeding me, you have opened your Ekadashi. So he became angry and he immediately called a Kritya. Kritya is a Rakshashi to kill Ambarish Maharaj. But Ambarish Maharaj was a pure Vaishnava. He immediately started to pray to Lord Krishna. And what happened? Lord Krishna sent his Sudarshan Chakra, killed the Kritya, and that Sudarshan Chakra was running behind the Durvasa Muni, and Durvasa Muni was running here or there. He went to all three lokas to all the demigods, but no one could save him. That time what happened? In last, someone told him, better you go to Amrish Maharaj himself and asked him to forgive you. He can only forgive you. That is why it is mentioned, if you have done by mistake, some mistake has done against a Vaishnava, instead of going here or there, better to approach that person and ask to forgiveness. Please forgive me. Only that person can forgive you, because Krishna does not take the offense of any Vaishnava. He immediately punished that person. So better thing is to approach that person. What to do if one is approached for forgiveness? If someone is approached, coming to you, please forgive me. So how one should approach? First of all, we should understand why a person does mistake. A pure Vaishnava understand that a person does not do mistake himself. Because of three modes, because of influence of three modes of the material nature, he does mistake. Either because of mode of ignorance or because of lot of passion, he does mistake. So, like for example, if a person is diseased, so he always keep on telling what is happening to his body, like he is paining, I have pain in my stomach, my arm, my back, my shoulder, my headache, everywhere. He keep on telling unless someone pacify him. He keep on telling to each and every person, I am not well, I am having headache, I am having stomachache, wherever. So it is like that. So person, if he is not good in mind, not good in intelligence, he is suffering from mode of ignorance and mode of passion, he can do some mistake. So first of all, a pure Vaishnava know that he has done this mistake out of the material nature, not because of his inner feeling. So the pure Vaishnava, those are known as Shuddhiya, they immediately forgive him. Shuddhi means intelligence. Another meaning of Shuddhi is advanced, highly advanced person or a devotee. So devotee is always highly advanced in Krishna consciousness. Devotee means, here we are talking about a pure devotee. Pure devotee intelligence is always transcendental. He is not in under mode of passion or ignorance. That is why he forgive. And this forgiveness is a quality of those who are advancing in spiritual knowledge. That is the sign of a person who is advanced in spiritual knowledge. Means he has a forgiveness quality. Forgiveness is the one.
Mataji, थोड़ा सा confusing है इधर.
Yes, Renu Mataji.
I was all the time when I was hearing this story. Whenever this sadhus will give sharp and all, I always feel that they are higher devotees. So now in this context, it appears as if Amrish ji is the higher devotee, and Bhrigu Muni, in spite of being exalted sadhu, is behaving like a neophyte in this case. Now the question is, when you are saying, so we can expect that sometimes the senior people will also make a mistake, and because we are evolving, we have to still keep what? Is this the moral of the whole thing?
This is not the moral.
Every time see sharp देंगे, I always see how can a person who is so exalted keep on sharp? What is the problem? What is the problem? I mean, he has no right actually. We have to learn from them. But still, is it because of the three gunas of the past that come up even in the sadhus? That is my question.
Yes, Mataji. You have given answer already in your question. That is, every person is made up of all three modes. Either he is a pure Vaishnava or a ordinary person or a neophyte devotee. All are made up of three modes because it is a Pradhan Tattva. It is known as a Mahat Tattva. It is a part of our body. Our body is made up of 24 elements, and it is one of them. And every Vaishnav, till we have this body, we are not going to Goloka Vrindavan, we will get their transcendental body. Unless we are, means still we are in this body, we are having all three modes, right? So whenever these three modes are present in all, what happens? Sometimes situation comes, aggravate the person because of his past nature, because maybe in past birth or because of his previous deeds, he has lot of passion, and because of passion anger comes. It does not come because of ignorance, it comes because of passion, lot of passion, rajogun. Rajogun increases.
Even a devotee, smaller devotee has to have the maturity to understand that sometimes even senior devotees can become defaulters. We have to keep that understanding.
Yes,
At
yes.
that time, whether small devotee or big devotee, we have to become big at that situation, and we have to forgive, irrespective of their position. That is
Yes.
the conclusion.
Yes, yes. It is because the presence of all three modes, it can affect to any person. No one knows to whom which mode will attack. Even though they are, means I am talking about the senior Vaishnavas or the pure Vaishnavas, even they do not affect with these three modes because they have increased their Sattva mode. They have raised from Sattva, Shuddha Sattva mode also. Three modes are there, na? Ignorance, then passion, then Sattva. And above Sattva is pure Sattva, Shuddha Sattva. So whenever all these pure devotees attain, until they attain the Shuddha Sattva, they are affected with these three modes. And in Shuddha Sattva only few are there. Very few, very few. It comes in...
Like Narad Muni would be,
Narad Muni also get effects. He also affects. Lord Vishnu gave him different tests. Like whenever he wanted to see the Maya of Lord Krishna told, don't ask me to see my Maya, you cannot tolerate it. Even though you have Shama, Dama, everything you have done, you have control on of all of them, but still you cannot, because it is my Maya, it covers immediately the intelligence of any person. So Narad Muni, kya? Brahma ji, Narad Muni's father also bewildered. We have seen in Srimad Bhagavatam, it comes in 10th canto, chapter 14, how Brahma ji bewilders after seeing whenever all the Krishna's friends, all cows, calves are in two sets. One set he has taken to his abode, Brahma's abode, and whenever he is seen, okay, the set is here again. So he got bewildered, how it is. And when he was seeing Krishna is eating...
He was feeling like challenging God at his presence. He was also
Yes. So if by this example we can understand Brahma, Narad, all these can bewildered by these three modes. Even though these are teachings for our understanding. So, but we can understand that if big higher authorities, these chief lord can affect by the भगवान की शक्ति से वो अफेक्ट हो सकते हैं, तो प्योर वैष्णव से
carrying the Govardhan, how God taught him a lesson, so all comes under this.
Yes. Indra has done all. Yeah,
he was taught.
Yeah, he has done because of out of a lot of passion. Yes.
माताजी, तो हम जैसे कलयुग के लोगों के लिए, for all people like us in Kalyuga, whether forgiveness is very practical. I really feel failed so because I have seen myself not able to forgive, although knowing all this, but I am not able to forgive. What can be the reason, I don't know, but I feel ये mistake है, I should forgive because मैं कुछ और करूँगा तो ये बढ़ेगा ही बात, कुछ खराब ही होगा, अच्छा कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. But still difficult है, heart में बैठ जाता है तो जाता नहीं माता. It is very difficult to forget and forgive.
Yes.
Very difficult. अभी what here are the examples of the देवतास and the Gurujans were from long back, and now तो कलयुगा हर के घर में घुसा हुआ है कलयुगा, everywhere in his life.
Not in घर में प्रभु जी, in everybody's heart Kali Yuga has entered. Every person has Kali and effect of Kali, goodness or badness.
Do we have any example in ISKCON who has come over all this and who is really forgiveful? Anybody, can you just quote some example in this Kali Yuga?
Yes, why not? Our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he used to tolerate all the offenses of the American people, hippies. Whenever he has started ISKCON, in the beginning days, those hippies, they used to come to listen him because they love to listen the singing of Hare Krishna Mahamantra by Srila Prabhupada, and after that he used to give some lecture. So they were very much delighted with that singing or with that lecture. And what they used to do, they come, sit in front of Prabhupada, they used to smoke. After that, after the lecture, Prabhupada used to serve them. Prabhupada used to cook gulab jamun for them with his hands, used to serve them, and after eating all the prasad, they used to go without cleaning their utensils, they used to go. So Prabhupada used to clean their pots, clean that area for next day. So he was so humble, he forgave all the time all those neophytes. They were not even the neophytes, they were hippies, drunkards, smokers, chain smokers. To them, Prabhupada has shown his mercy. So big offenses Prabhupada has ignored, have changed them completely. So our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada is the best example. And if you go and read the biography of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj, then you will know them also, how they were preaching, how they were facing all kind of problems, and how they were forgiving all the person. We are to just a small particle in that Krishna consciousness. But by following the footstep of those acharyas, we can become, we can forgive, we can develop the good quality, tolerance and forgiveness, which is most important. And tolerance is the external emotion. Whenever we try to avoid something, that is the external emotion. Tolerance is better, we can do easily, but forgiveness is really difficult. As you told, it does not go for many days, even for months, because it relates to our internal emotions. Then also by humbly taking the shelter of Lord Krishna and chanting his holy name, we can develop this forgiveness quality. Not even in our Shastras, it is mentioned in other scientific and medical science also, the benefits of forgiveness. They also keep on telling you should forgive. So what benefits we get? I have noted some points.
Just Zoom class is like a Amrit for us, because it was not existing just 4-5 years back. How would we listen to you? And because now you are telling straight away, you listen more and more, then you will get all these qualities.
Yes.
So I thank Zoom today that I am able to. I'm sitting in Abu Dhabi and listening to you. If I don't listen, I cannot stay here, because something or the other every day is coming everywhere, whether in India, Abu Dhabi, or you go anywhere in the world. So this Zoom is like, I think God sent, and thank you so much for being on Zoom.
Okay.
I never used to like Zoom, but today I'm realizing how important it has become in my life to connect with the Vaishnava.
Yes. And that quality is very good. Now you are showing the gratitude quality. Gratitude is also very important. We should always show our gratitude to Lord first of all, then to our teachers, to our gurus, to our whoever gives you teaching. And forgive all our juniors, forgive all our close relative peoples, our friends. So I was telling about the benefits of the forgiveness. What are the benefits? If one develop the habit of forgiveness, what he gets? First of all, he gets healthier relationship. Second, improved mental health. Third, less anxiety, less stress, less aggression, less hostility. Next, person gets only few symptoms of depression. All the time people feel depression after these kind of things. So a person, whenever he gives the forgiveness, he never ever gets depression, or sometimes it comes in a very less amount. His blood pressure does not raise because of anger, because of aggression. Blood pressure shoots up. So if a person develops a habit of forgiveness, his blood pressure also remains perfect. It develops,
Also, many other diseases,
yes,
many other diseases.
he develops a strong immune system, so he avoids so many diseases. His heart health improves day by day. There is no blockage in the veins if a person develops the habits of forgiveness. And it improves self-esteem also. So there are so many benefits of forgiving. That is why one should not have any grudge or any bad feeling about other person. If maybe he has hurted you, maybe so badly, not able to forget, then also after learning the quality of forgiveness, for your sake of, for your health sake, for your mental health sake, you should develop this quality of forgiveness. That is most important. Someone can ask the question, is forgiveness a weakness? If we are forgiving some person, means we have no strong point. It is described in Bhagavad Gita that forgiveness is a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. It is a sign of obedience of God's will. And to apply forgiveness, one needs mental health, one needs intelligence, which is known as the wisdom, and self-control and maturity. Without maturity, you cannot forgive someone. So maturity cannot comes by age. It comes by our intelligence, by our experience, by hearing. Whenever we hear with good speakers, with good Vaishnavas, we develop the quality. It can, a small child maybe of 12 age or 13 age, he can also develop a good maturity. And maybe the person of 70 age or 80 age, he does not have any maturity. That you can see by behavior of them. Some of them are good, some of them are not. So the thing is forgiveness.
प्रॉब्लम घर पे लोग हैं बड़े बड़े होते हैं हमारे बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं. It is okay not to listen to them, but if he is a Vaishnava, it's more important to join and take experience and maturity and knowledge from him and try to come out of a situation, because others, even at the age as you rightly said 90 में भी वो ignorant रहते हैं. ऐसा नहीं सटिया गए, वो चाहते ही नहीं भगवान का नाम लेना. वो हमारे ऐसे रिस्पेक्ट चाहते हैं, लेकिन वो खुद भगवान को ही नहीं रिस्पेक्ट कर रहे होते. ऐसे सिचुएशन में क्या करना? शुड बी स्टिल कंटिन्यू टू गो टू दिस पीपल? उनका पैर छूना जरूरी है क्या, जो हमारा पुराना कस्टम है?
Yes. You should follow your etiquettes. We should offer obeisances to our elders, like our father, our mother, our guru, our teacher, even though they are not in good words, means they are telling some bad words to you, then also you should do your duty. But do not do the arguments with them. Touch their feet, offer whatever they need, the food, love, clothes, whatever they need. Because in old age they need all the things, all love from children. In most cases what happen, they need love, they do not get, that is why they start to blaspheme. So maybe their blaspheming is because of us. We are the cause of their blasphemy. So just check your behavior, whether you are fulfilling their needs. Needs are of different types: physical needs, emotional needs, intellectual needs, spiritual needs. So most of the time they are not at the spiritual conscious level. They are, because they did not come in contact with sadhu sang. That is why their spiritual needs are not developed. They are still at the bodily platform. No problem. Then also you should go to them, pay obeisances, do namaskar, provide them whatever they need. That is our duty. We should never ever ignore our duty, even though we are getting bad behavior from them. Just become mature. You should understand why it is happening. Maybe they are not getting their things fulfilled. That is why their behavior is like that. So ignore their behavior and do your duty. Simple. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
You're welcome. Now come to the next point. Devotees does not mind other Vaishnavas' fault. Like I told, ignore. So here is a very good example of Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Raghunath Bhatta Goswami was the son of Tapan Mishra. He used to recite Srimad Bhagavatam to Rup Goswami. So I will tell you a small story. Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came Varanasi from Vrindavan, and he stayed at the home of Chandrasekhar. Chandrasekhar, he was a doctor, Vaidya, and he used to take prasad at Tapan Mishra's home. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at Chandrasekhar house, but he used to take prasad at Tapan Mishra's house. And Tapan Mishra's son name was Raghunath Bhatta. So what he used to do? Raghunath Bhatta, when he was a child, he used to offer prasad him after feeding. He used to clean all the utensils of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and massage his feet. Raghunath balye kel prabhu rasevan उच्छिष्ट मार्जन आर पाद संवाहन बड़ हेले नीला चले गेला प्रभुर स्थाने अष्ट मास रहिल भिक्षा देन कौन दिने. When he grown up, he went to Jagannath Puri for darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and stayed with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 8 months. After that, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him instruction to go to Vrindavan and serve Goswami. Prabhu Ragya Pana Vrindavanere Aila Asiyar Shri Rupa Gosai Nikate Rahila Tare Span Rupa Gosai Shunen Bhagavata Prabhur Kripaya Teho Krishna Preme Mat. So he reached Vrindavan and he used to stayed with Rup Goswami, and Rup Goswami used to tell him, please recite Srimad Bhagavatam verses. So whenever he recited the Bhagavatam verses, he recited in 3 different melodious tunes, and Rup Goswami was very happy after listening all those verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. And by reciting and hearing, speaking and hearing those Srimad Bhagavatam verse, he himself got Krishna Prem. Raghunath Bhatta got Krishna Prem. For that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent him to Rupa Goswami. And it is all mentioned in Gaur Gonodeshan Deepika. So, a devotee should not mind other faults. Raghunath Bhatta Goswami told that if someone does some mistake for others, blasphemes to someone, then he should avoid, he should not listen, because whenever one always remain in the service of Lord Chaitanya or Lord Krishna, he cannot mind his faults. So how we can ignore the fault of other person? There is again one story, a story of from a scripture and from general way. Both you can understand. Like general way you must have heard several times. So I am telling the story from scriptures. Once Narad Muni asked to Janak Maharaj. Both of them, Janak Maharaj and Narad Muni, are called Mahajan. So Narad Muni asked to Janak Maharaj, how do you maintain all your praja, all your kingsmen, all your kingdom, and you do your sadhana? Because he is known as a Raj Rishi. Janak Maharaj was known as Raj Rishi. He was a king and he was a Rishi. So how do you maintain both these things? I am Rishi only, Narad Rishi. But how do you maintain kingdom also with you? So Janak Maharaj told, okay, you want to know about this? Please come tomorrow and bring a bowl. So Narad Muni came next day and with a bowl. Janak Maharaj filled his bowl with milk and told, okay, you have to follow me throughout the day. Wherever I go, you have to follow me, and you need to take care that a single drop of milk should not spill from that bowl. So the day started. King Janak Maharaj went to all parts of his kingdom. He visited all parts of that kingdom, and even he went to the Devalok, because he was a Mahajan. He used to go everywhere. He could go to Devalok also. So he went over there and came back. And Narad Muni was just following him. So in the evening, when his day was over, Janak Maharaj asked to Narad Muni, Narad Muni, have you enjoyed today's day? How was your day today? It was with a lot of fun. Have you enjoyed? Narad Muni told, oh Janak Maharaj, you have given me this bowl where I could enjoy. I did not enjoy my day. My full time focus was on the bowl, so that a single drop of milk should not spill. You gave the instruction. So I was looking at that milk and I was just following you. I could not see anything. I could not enjoy my day. So Janak Maharaj told, the same way I do my kingdom work. This this bowl is my bhakti patra, and milk is my devotional services. My sadhana is that milk. So like you told, you were focusing on the milk. So I used to focus on that sadhana and my bhakti patra. Bhakti patra comes from sadhu sangha, sadhu shravana. So I used to hear, I used to associate with sadhu, and I used to do my sadhana with full concentration, with full focus, and with that sadhana I do all my kingdom work, all my prescribed duty. Like you were doing with the milk, you were going everywhere. Nothing means you were not engaged in any other thing, you were focusing on your milk. Same way I do. So that is the way to do our duty. If we do like that, we cannot see faults of others. How we get faults and mistake of others? Because we focus on them, what others are doing. We forget ourselves. Once we stop this nature, we also stop finding faults of others. Like general story, you must have heard that an employee wanted to leave his job. Boss has called him, he asked what happened. So he has complained that wherever I go, in which department I go, I used to hear all are using abusive language about yourself, about you, and I'm not happy with those people. They blaspheme each other. So I don't want to be here in this environment. If I will be here for more time, I will also become like them. So he wanted to leave. Boss told, okay, I will not say to stop you anymore, but I will say just wait for one day and take a glass of water and roam around the office. Go to all departments, go everywhere with a glass of water, and just take care water should not spill from your glass. So he told, okay, as I have good relationship with you, I will follow your instruction. I will stay for one more day. I will go in all parts of the office. So he has done like this, and he carried a glass of water, focusing on that, because water should not spill. That time he went to all departments. He has seen all persons are doing work, because his focus was on the water and the glass, that water should not spill. So his focus was on that. He could not hear other persons' talks, what they are talking, what they are discussing. He could see all are working. He could see only, he could not hear anything because of his focus. So he told, that is the key to work in any environment, that you have to focus on your work and avoid the things what are happening in your surroundings. Avoid them. That is the real way to live happily. You should not be fault finder. And in end, there is one letter of Srila Prabhupada to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj in April 21, 1970, that Prabhupada is telling that you are always alert to see whether you are committing some offense. There is a very nice attitude. In rendering service to Lord Krishna and his representative, the spiritual master, we should always maintain this fearful attitude, which means careful attention. This attitude will advance you progressively in Krishna consciousness. So this attitude is most important, that we should remain always alert, that we should not do any offense to anyone. Always focus on your Krishna consciousness, always focus on your work, always focus on your seva, whatever you are doing. Whatever activity you are doing, focus on that and do not see others. And always check whether I am doing some offense. Keep on checking yourself instead of checking others. That is the way to remain free from any kind of offense, and definitely you will grow in Krishna consciousness, you will grow in transcendental consciousness and will get the love of Lord Krishna. Like here, example of Raghunath Bhatt Goswami came. He used to recite all the time Srimad Bhagavatam verses, and by this way he got Krishna Prem. That is the main aim of our life, to get the Krishna Prem. So try to follow the footstep of our acharyas. That is the main key of today's lecture. Forgive others and follow the acharyas. All right. Now, if you have any question, you can ask.
Mataji?
Yes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Different degree of offenses you told, na? Mind, from words, mind and someone.
With bodily action, with words, or with mind, within mind. Bodily action like you slap someone or push someone, like that. Or kick someone like Bhrigu Muni kicked Lord Vishnu. Okay.
Mataji, I have one question.
Yes,
like,
Viti.
it's regarding forgiveness. Like, I don't remember which shloka it comes, but this is what Krishna also says, that from desire arises the anger, and from anger the delusion arises. So, like, when we are in some condition situation where we expect someone to forgive us, or someone expects us also from forgiveness, there's the desire behind it. But when that desire is not fulfilled, that desire comes into an action as an anger. So, like, how to recognize within that moment?
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा संगातेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामा कामाद् क्रोध अभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहः स्मृति विभ्रमा स्मृति भ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. These are 8 steps. It starts from contemplation. If one contemplate on something, to get something, we get attached with it, and it increases our desire in the form of lust or in different kind of desire. Whenever our desire does not fulfill, we start to feel angry. Anger comes, and due to anger, our intelligence delusion comes. After delusion, what happens? Bewilderment of our memory. We start to forget. We cannot recognize the thing properly. That comes next stage, loss of intelligence. Loss of intelligence means vivek buddhi, determination point, we forget. We feel right as wrong and wrong as right. That is a loss of intelligence. And whenever this comes, fall down happens. So it starts from contemplation, and through all these 8 steps, last step is fall down. You cannot solve your problem. So ask me a question again.
The question was regarding being with non-devotees or with devotees. How do we within that moment, not offend others it's as well. So like how do we recognize that?
She's asking about the trigger. She's how to know that this is a trigger for making an aparadh.
Okay. Immediately when you feel that I'm feeling angry, because till contemplation stage, attachment stage, lust stage, you will not get कि I'm going to get some trigger to do some aparadh or going to do some mistake or trying to find fault in someone or seeing other, observing other from that point of view. So till fourth stage you will not get, because these are very minute. But as soon as you reached anger, कि मुझे क्रोध आ रहा है, I'm feeling angry, immediately you should take care and stop. Because at contemplation stage you won't understand. Not even whenever you try to get that thing on which you are contemplating, then also that time also you cannot get. Even third stage is desire, developing desire, that time also you will not get. But immediately as you feel I'm not getting the thing, even I'm getting anger, anxiety, frustration, depression, all these things, immediately you should stop and check yourself. Okay? So
Yes, Mataji.
you can stop from delusion, bewilderment, loss of intelligence. So fourth is the
Because
checkpoint.
Yes, Mataji, because the thing with me, when I start to contemplate that, when I ask myself all the WH questions like why is it happening, how is it happening, so these things just makes most of the things clear. But again, within that contemplation, if that same situation which triggered me or other person as well, that same statements comes, like that makes then the intelligence gets into delusion.
Yes. That is why immediately when you are feeling something is happening inside me, I'm feeling bewildered. Some bewilderment is coming. Stop discussion. Stop thinking over that thing. Just change your mind.
This type of thing
Yes.
come. Because it just came to my mind the way she was asking. You don't come to know where it is. After it is about to come. It's happening because of ego. So if they get a chance to do seva in the temple, whenever, if they start doing some seva in the temple, at that time a lot of ego gets trampled. Like especially when we are serving the other Vaishnavas, that time this ego is sort of we learn to balance the ego, and that also stops us from the trigger. I have personal experiences. So.
Yes, that is why you should take care. You try to become mature, and maturity comes not by age, by intelligence, by reading scriptures, by hearing many lectures of Srila Prabhupada, of spiritual master, of senior Vaishnavas. So in a small age also you can get maturity. So maturity is the good way to be free from all these kind of offenses or fault finding in nature or bewilderment or delusion. Right?
Good part is that Mataji is having awareness about, that yes, I am getting triggered. So slowly it will, come over of it basically. Knowing that yes, such points, such things make me trigger my thoughts and my process. So slowly might overcome all such things. To experience and what you said by reading scriptures, associating with devotees, reading and everything,
Yes. So already Vidhi, you are in Sattva Guna. Because of Sattva Guna, you can feel like that. So already you are proceeding on a good path. Keep on doing. Keep in touch.
Thank you, Mataji, but
Associate
I don't
with
feel
devotees.
myself that I am progressing anymore.
You will progress. You will progress slowly. Keep chanting, keep hearing. Do some seva
Sure,
in the
Mataji.
temple.
Sure.
All the best.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
You're welcome.